What's happening to YouTube? I figured I'd go ahead and make a video for a couple reasons. Number one, there wasn't a video for the project I'm about to do, and two, for about 80% of the DIY projects that I have no clue about, I use YouTube, so I figured I might as well go ahead and get back. So what we're looking at here is replacing a catalytic converter on a Honda 2013 Civic. And so the thing about it, it's going to be pretty quick because I've already got it pulled down. So I'm just going to note some key things that's going to help you, so that way you don't spend like an hour like I did, you know, trial and error. When it was told to me it was only like 4 or 5 bolts, but actually it's not. It's 14 bolts that you have to take off. So let's get into it. It's going to be fast. So the tools you'll need for this project real quick are going to be, usually you're going to use socket, and it's up to you if you want to use a wrench. The big one you see there I use for a snipe, but basically you're going to be using 12. This is all metric. 12, 14, and a 10. The 10 and the 12 will be used over here for the top, okay, and over here on the side, and then the 12 and the 14 will be used down here at the bottom. Pretty simple. And of course, the other main tool that you're going to need is a specialized slotted 7/8 socket. That's for the to take off right over here for the sensor, because you're going to need to take the sensor off in order to get to 2 bolts that I didn't know about. So super come up, Harbor Freight, big ups. You get this for under $8, rather than going anyplace else and paying like $19 to $20 for it. So very important. You're gonna have to take this heat shield off right here in order to get to the 2 bolts, to be able to get that thing totally off. So let's go take a look at it. This is the reason why you've got to take the heat shield off, is because for these 2, if you keep it on, you can't reach these 2 nuts to take them off, and you're going to need to obviously to get those off pretty easy. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to slide it back on and just explain, especially down at the bottom, one trick I didn't find out that was binding up, that didn't allow me to go ahead and take the full unit off. So let's go check that out. Okay, here we are under really quick. The piece I was talking about that was holding up to bind actually goes here, and it's this right here. Even though I had everything unbolted, this still remaining here will bind it, and you won't be able to take it off. So you're gonna have to take this off. Once again, that's 14. Boom, took that off, set it over here on the side. Okay, so let's go back up at top, slide this bad boy in, all right? Okay, you want to make sure you got your washer plate on there, boom. And then of course the other washer plate for over here, that clips on. I got it over here on the side. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this bad boy and slide it in. Okay, we're starting to slide him in, put him into place. Got the deal over here. The washer, clip him on like so, good to go. So the bolts I'll be putting on will be 2 washers right here, the bolts down here at the bottom, 2, 1, 2, and then the 2 right here. Okay, we'll put on. Also note, remember, no heat shield on right now or sensor, so that way we can get to this, and you'll see once I put everything back on. Okay, now remember, 14 bolts in total. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once we put the heat shield on, that's 3 for the heat shield, 7, 8, 9. And then we go down the bottom, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I'm handying them right now, so that I'll go down below and get those bad boys on real quick. And I'll tighten those first and come up back up at the top and get everything else on. So pretty simple. Underneath, so I went on ahead, got this booger one on there. This is the one I told you have to take off, or unless it'll bind. So I handied that. Then I'm gonna get this screw that goes in here and make sure that's in, and then I can go ahead and tighten both of those, and then get ready to put in these, which would be these ones right here. One on this side, one on that side, and then the last bolt. We'll tighten everything down, and then we'll go up to the top, tighten that up, we'll be good to go. So FYI, I use a socket for everything with the exception of this one right here, just because of, you know, where it's at. I'm not taking this whole piece off just to get to this. So I'll just go ahead and use an open wrench and, you know, just put him in there. And yeah, it takes a little bit longer, but hey, no big deal. We'll get to it. So we're back on top. Tightened up all the bolts here, here, and here. Now, last but not least, when you put on the heat shield, you put 1, 2, and 3. This is why I was telling you, without this, you can't get to those. Put this bad boy on. Grab your slot, and you'll use that to put the sensor back in. Plug everything up. One here, and then your other one down here for your other sensor down that you can see kind of rolling right there. That's a little bit better. There we go. That sensor right there. And after that, then it's a wrap. So I hope that was a good help for those that have got the 2013 Honda Civic. So that way it'll help your job speed it along, so that way it doesn't take you too long. All right, thanks.